Hey, how are the stars tonight? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Most people don't expect someone my size to move so quietly. I do have two left feet. Hooves, after all. Anyway, mind if I join you for a bit? This is the best place to look at the stars on the ship besides the crow's nest, and I can't get up there due to the ladder and all. Also, I don't think the crew would appreciate having a centaur up there and getting in the way. So, do you travel to the north often? I hear there are beautiful dancing lights in the sky up in this direction. You never see that in populated areas. The buildings tend to block out the skies and stars. Not completely, of course, unless you're under the earth or water, but enough to dull the awe-inspiring effect it tends to have. Oh, by the way, did you know the stars are actually made of magic? I drove my dads to frustration when I was a foal, begging them to tell me the story of their creation every night. They're made from the power of the gods who made the gods. Isn't that amazing? Some people think they just left or were killed, leaving nothing behind. But I think it's much more interesting to believe that their sprinkled essence in that black blanket of a sky continues to observe this flooded world. And then, when a star falls, a bit of that power finds its way to Damaris. Sorry, I didn't mean to go all romantic on you. Oh, my name? Don't you worry about it. We won't be seeing each other again. And if we do, I'll try not to startle you next time. But no promises.
Oh, hey there, it's me, Winnie. Nobody calls me Benora except me mums, and if you were one of them, I wouldn't need to introduce myself. Well, and Eula does, I guess. And sometimes, you know what? You can call me whichever. They're both me. I'm just waiting here for the tides to shift and my next adventure to begin. You could argue life itself is an adventure, and I would say you're right. But also I mean an actual adventure. Mostly I do reclamation, searching the sunken cities for relics and forgotten memories. Some of these I keep, some I give away, some I return to those folk who lost them. Sure, I could tell you what I'm looking for at the moment, but I think I've learned my lesson about that. You'll probably hear about it next time I'm in the fen anyway. Not that it's important, or direct from Eula herself or anything. I didn't say that. The point is, there's a great big ocean full of all sorts of stuff. Some of it has sharp teeth, and worse, maybe, but the good stuff? It's magical, and I wouldn't trade any of it for the safety of the surface. So I'll be back. Hard to say when. You know how the winds are, but you can bet I'll be back.
I pray to the great Queen Mother of the Nalos. My people serve your will with honor and righteousness. To the loyal Nalos, you are praised as the highest of gods, as I did all of my life, training and honing my body as a perfect vessel for your will, to be your champion. Well, today that all ends. The closer I get to you, the more my eyes widen. Now I see you are a plague, a disease that has infected my people. No longer will I serve as your arbiter. I now know what I must become. I will cast off the shackles. I will not become brainwashed by a false betrayer. I vow to free Triton people from their servitude to a corrupt deceiver such as you. I will no longer be known as Proximus Midnight. I will further be known as Proximus Shadow Knight. I rebuke my oath to Eula Saltsmile and the Order of the Mid-Sea Knights.
I used to think I owed my entire life to Eula Saltsmile. She gave me power and status in this world, put me on a pedestal, even gave me a home, or what I thought was one. But things have changed. I will no longer let her rule over me, control me, smother me. I've sought new power so that I can dismantle her crooked kingdom, piece by piece, starting with the person she valued most, her ever so faithful pet. So faithful she murdered the one she loved, all because Eula ordered it. The sea egg may be the mother of krakens, but I know what they fear, and I gave myself to it. Heed this warning, Eula. I will ruin everything you've ever taken for yourself, and I'll take your tongue too. Corvus, I will avenge you, my love, if it's the last thing I do.
Waves crash on the beach of an endless sea. You hear a voice you have heard so many times before. The horizon. She calls to you. She sings of endless wonders and innumerable horrors, of hopeful promises and dire warnings. And you feel her song. It was always there. Listen. Do you hear it? The wind is in your favor. The tide is rising. The sea is yours for the taking, and your ship awaits. Fair winds and following seas, brave mariner. May fortune find you when the horizon calls. Ahoy and welcome everyone to Horizon's Call. Not just any Horizon's Call, our finale of Season 1. I am Derek Sword. I am, as always, your DM for this Oceanic campaign. But enough about me. Before we get into this game, I want to actually introduce the people that I'm joined by today, these incredible people who I've been surrounded by every Saturday for the past couple of months. These incredible folks have been on this journey. If you wouldn't mind, as we have been doing, Mare, starting us off, tell us about yourself, who you're playing, and any changes that there might be to your character today.
Oh gosh, the changes, you should have warned me, Derek. Hi everybody, I am Mare, and I am playing Acacia, your centaur rogue barbarian. As for changes, very little has changed about Acacia, but there is more of a silent ferocity. And that's basically the only thing. It's unsettling, let's put it that way, especially with her psionic psychic powers. It is extremely palpable to anyone nearby.
So Acacia, the centaur rogue, has multiclassed into barbarian. That is an interesting combination. All right. Thank you, Mare. Mikyl, if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about yourself and your character, any changes to him as well.
Hi, I'm Mikyl, and I play Proximus Shadow Knight. There's been so many changes with Proximus. One that he started off blue, and now he's white, stark white. But before, he was also just a paladin, and now he is an Oathbreaker at 6th level, and then a Shadow Sorcerer now of the Shadowfell. And so yeah, he's picked up some great spells and maybe summoning things? Question mark?
Question mark intent. Thank you, Mikyl. And as always, a special thank you to Mikyl for doing the incredible character art and also the updates to the character art, because as Mikyl kind of hinted, Proximus and a couple of the other characters have kind of changed along the way, and Mikyl's incredible artwork has been there every step of the way to reflect those changes throughout our campaign, and he's incredibly talented. We're so very fortunate to have his artwork join this show. Thank you, Mikyl. Kaila, a little bit about yourself. Your wonderful character.
Hi, my name is Kaila. I have been playing the Siren Warlock Scarlet Shores, who might not have multi-classed on this adventure, but has definitely broken a pact and reforged a new one, and gone from Eula's ever so faithful right right-hand woman to hopefully the one that helps bring her down.
Absolutely. Yeah. Um, Scarlet the Pact Breaker. Yeah, that's not bad. Um, Thank you, Kaila. And last and absolutely not least, the person without whom we would not be here, the lovely Eva. A little bit about yourself, your amazing character. Any changes to her?
Hi, I'm Eva. I made jam today, so that's something about myself. As for Winnie, she is a full-on level 20, lost her character sheet, artificer. Nope, we're good. We're back. We got it. It's right here.
Now, Winnie's an alchemist, though, right? So you and Winnie both created a form of alchemy.
That's true. She did.
Yeah.
She did craft a few experimental elixirs. Maybe they're blackberry. Maybe they're not. Only one way to find out.
Probably not jam, though.
We don't know. No one ever drinks them. So
I said probably. Yeah.
So there's only one way to find out. I will drink all three of them if I have to. We'll see. I think the most important thing here today, friends, as we come together, is to say a word for the fair little Jeffrey, gone but not forgotten and resurrected. In this brief time without him, I think we all learned a bit about ourselves, about pain and loss. But fear not, little Jeffrey is back. For now.
Better than ever.
I think he's about the same, actually. I haven't actually looked into that, but he's
The
back.
same as ever. At least not worse.
No, definitely not worse.
Thank you, Eva. And yes, Allie, to address your lovely compliment, thank you. As I told the players, you always dress nice to your friends' funerals. But maybe it's not them. Maybe it'll be Eula today. Who knows? I sure don't. So before we get into our recap, I do want to let you, the audience member, know that you can engage with the game in a sense as well. If you would like to give advantages, crits, add complications, those are all detailed in the chat. $5 in the equivalent of is an advantage, 10 is a crit, and it kind of goes up from there. If you do want to introduce a complication, or what we in the Horizons call a black spot, that is a $30 direct donation, and that, especially in this final fight, will have some pretty serious ramifications. I understand we already have one already. I am prepared for that ramification. But all that said, let's go ahead and get into this recap. So, hey, tonal... Actually, you know what? We'll save the tonal shift here for just a second. To recap, in short, the campaign. The crew of the Innocents met on an island, what they believed at the time to be an island, known as the Black Fen. A moving, mysterious island surrounded by mist, a swampland, ruled by the pirate queen Eula Saltsmile. She engaged with each of them in different ways, offering deals, offering pacts, offering employment. She sent them on a simple task of retrieval. They retrieved that item only to find that it was part of a greater whole. Throughout their journeys, they met friends and lost friends. They gained a new party member, Acacia, a centaur rogue who they met in the frozen wastelands of the north. Together with Acacia, they broke out her adopted father, Warforged named Curio, and in so doing destroyed the largest imperial prison, tumbling it to the ground. They mark themselves as heroes of freedom, and also as complete outlaws. Now, before all this, long before Winnie ever first ventured out into the sea looking for treasure, long before Scarlet ever met her love, long before Proximus ever picked up a sword, and long before Acacia was ever adopted by her fathers, long before even the oceans covered the earth. The land was green. There were continents. And then, by some still to this day unknown event, the oceans rose. And in a moment, they covered the land. What was left was the land of Damaris, an oceanic world, an archipelago of islands that was more sea than it was green. Those on the surface had to adapt. Those beneath the surface equally so. When we think about cataclysms like this, we think about the people that it affects, but we rarely think about the things that are larger and more powerful than people. We rarely think about the implications of the gods. Krakens are beings of immense power and ferocity. They are bound beneath the sea, unable to traverse the land, fortunately, for all those who call the land their home. Most of us don't think of the Krakens as actually having gods or deities, but they do. There is a Kraken myth known as the Great Unbeheld. It is the mother of Krakens, the Queen Mother, the creator, the originator of all Krakens. It is said that when the seas cover the earth and Krakens rule all that is beneath the ocean, the Great Unbeheld will come to her full power. And the world will belong to those dark things beneath the waves. When the cataclysm happened and the oceans covered Damaris, the Krakens thought they had won. They began the ritual of the Great Unbeheld. And from that, they brought forth their god into our plane. But they were wrong. They didn't rule all the waves. There were other things that still laid claim. And so this being who had come to know herself as Eula Saltsmile, was a demigod, not a being of full power. And so she sought power. She claimed power where she could. She was still stronger, far deadlier than most beings that walked or swam in Damaris. And through that, she was able to engage and treat with others. She was able to create deals and pacts. She was able to become the Queen Mother to some and a pirate queen to others, and feared by everyone. And then Eula learned of Elder Shards, something that would circumvent, would find the loophole to her deification. She spent centuries looking for Elder Shards. And through the actions of a few people who she barely considered worth her time, an Elder Shard was brought to her, and she herself was brought low. The party, the crew of the Innocents, having lost their ship, faced Krakens, Imperial soldiers, blink sharks, assassins, uncovered mysteries and secrets, broken pacts, and denied their gods, reforged pacts, and reforged their new paths. This group found an Elder Shard, and through their will, that Elder Shard embodied each of them. In mechanical sense, all of the characters are at level 20 right now. It is at that moment that they discovered the true secret Eula is not some fey being. She is not a sea hag. She is not just a pirate queen. She is not what they thought she was, not this humanoid being. That was just an illusion. And as they plunged beneath the waves, as the black fen, the island itself, plunged beneath the waves, they uncovered the reality that was. It wasn't an island. That was Eula. That was the great unbeheld. The largest, greatest kraken to have ever existed. An ancient being able to camouflage itself as a bit of land. And now you all, tossed and turned in the ocean, are facing down at this being of unbelievable power. She roars at you, a mouth full of teeth. As she does, bioluminescent veins thread through her, illuminating this blue even in the ocean. It's nighttime. You're in the water. It is near pitch black. If you don't have dark vision, this is all that you see, is this island-sized being roaring at you. And when it does, you can see claws, and you can see tentacles, and you can see an abomination, a creature that should not exist on this material plane, but does. And it is now facing down at all of you. And with that, we are going to roll for initiative. Unless there is anything any of you would like to do first. Then initiative it is.
That's an 11.
Got a 15.
16. I get to roll with advantage because of you, so yes.
It's only because of you, Winnie.
Listen.
Do you have a +5? That's fine. I have no preference. It's fine.
Good. Also, if any of you have any pets that do not go on your initiative roll, make sure you are thinking about them. I think we established that Jeffrey will go on your turn, Winnie, so yeah. Also, should note, since you are in the water, Scarlet has resumed her mermaid form, correct? Okay.
Siren. Yes.
Sirens are a type of mermaid. I think we established that. She got fishtail. Okay. Wonderful. Proximus. This is not a gargantuan being. This is not a colossal being. This is a titanic being. I want you to think of Godzilla when you think of this. What would you like to do?
As Proximus hits the... Why do I have to go first? As he hits the water, I do well. Yeah, thank you, Winnie. As he hits the ground or the water, he is going to come up to the surface. Goodness, and he will say, "Und bed hand var sinken, rotaken," and he will summon the Hound of Ill Omen in the form of an eel hound. And Proximus claps his hands together. He'll put his hands out and make a circle, and in that circle will be like a smoke form, and it'll pop out into the water in front of him, a long shadowy silhouette, 6 feet long, with long legs with webbed tentacles, but it's an eel hound. And he's gonna point out Eula, obviously, not hard. and he's gonna say, "Get her." And it's gonna go 50 feet. How close am I to Eula? I mean, I'm sure we're just all right there.
So you're pretty much like right on top of each other. She is roaring down at all of you to get in the full like vision of what Eula has become, which I will refer to her as the Great Unbeheld from now on, since that is her true name. When you
down.
get the full vision of the Great Unbeheld, would be impossible from where you are. It is like trying to view the entirety of an island by standing on it. So yeah, you are right at the face. She's maybe like 40 feet away at this point.
So the hound will actually, and I'll spend my 3 sorcery points for that. And then he's going to say, Alderweld Gendasi. And then he is going to, you see from Proximus's back, black smoke billowing from his back until it forms into 2 large, shadowy, spectral wings. Within the wings, as it picks him out of the water and he starts to float above the water, you see what looks like stars in the night in the black, shadowless void of the black feathers. And I'm going to move 40 feet backwards in flight.
Okay.
And when I get to that point, how close has the hound gotten to the Great Unbeheld?
What's the hound's speed?
50 feet.
So it would have, if we're talking turns, the hound would have gotten to her.
Okay. So as long as it's within 5 feet. All right. So he is going to point out a finger at the Great Unbeheld, and he's going to say, Verd Brokan, and cast 9th level Disintegrate with my crit.
Okay.
So that
remind me of Disintegrate. This is going to be an exercise for all of us because I've never DM'd for level 20 before.
I have never been level 20 before, so
fair.
Oh Lord. Okay. So, or lords, I should say. Disintegrate. It is a Dex saving throw at disadvantage because the Hound of Ill Omen is within 5 feet.
Okay.
And I'll use my crit for the damage.
Okay. Have 3 legendary resistances. Seems like a good time for one of them.
Well,
so as you go to cast Disintegrate, with the spell-resistant carapace that this creature already has, your spell is almost absorbed into and glanced off of. Like an arrow hitting plate armor, just...
And then, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. With that, Acacia, it is your turn.
Unless Winnie wanted to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
Centaurs first.
Centaurs first. Okay, that's fine with me. I can make it within 40 feet?
Absolutely.
Perfect. In that case, as this Hound of Ill Omen, Eel Hounds of Ill
Hound,
Omen?
yeah. This is something from Kobold Press. Mikyl was asking, like, hey, what dogs can't go in water? So what kind of alternative? So this is something
I
Kobold
love
Press.
it.
It is.
I
Yeah.
googled it.
Yeah,
That's
they're kind
a
of
good
cute.
dog.
It's like a heel. It's like an eel with like 4 legs on it.
Oh, that's good. That's a good dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, as this eel hound rushes by and this spell passes by, Acacia begins to charge at Eula's Salt Smile, and passing Winnie and Proximus in Scarlet, you all feel a very palpable, seething, silent rage. As I would like to use my bonus action to rage, please. And very silently and swiftly. The knife is already in my hand, and I would like to reckless attack and crit.
Yes, you may do so.
Fun fact, mechanics-wise for everyone else, as a level 2 barbarian, I can get reckless attack, but as a level 18 rogue, I can't have advantage against me. So, it's great.
Nice.
Circumventing that.
So I am rolling...
It's okay. I don't need advantage.
I didn't think you did. So I am rolling 18d6 and 2d4. D&D Beyond says that I have rolled 70 plus my strength modifier for my dagger, so 72 points of dagger damage, as just a very long stretch cut into Eula's. I don't know where a soft spot is, but it's long, it's glowing pink, and it hurts.
Okay. Now the 72, is that the double damage since you're critting?
Yes, I rolled
Okay.
18d6.
Gotcha. Okay. So.
And it is magical.
Perfect. Good to know. All right.
Sorry, 73.
73. Okay. All right. Acacia, you drive this blade into what you imagine would be the sternum of this thing, but to try to apply like terrestrial anatomy to something like this is impossible. It's just a writhing mass of tentacles and like crab-like claws and teeth where teeth should not be, and eyes, so many eyes. But you drive your blade in and it finds purchase, and you do a pretty decent chunk of damage. With that, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Winnie, it is your turn.
Winnie would like to really not be here at all. But she's going to take like a little almost like an urchin's okay, I have to unmute so many things. She's going to take a almost like an urchin spike. And you said it's hard not to be close to her, right?
Hard not to be. 40 feet away currently, but I mean, looming over all of you. You are a short swim from the shore that is the Great Empire.
It's okay. I will swim forward 10 feet. And then I would like to cast this spike at her. And that would be Blight at 5th level.
Okay.
Come on, D&D Beyond. And that's a Constitution 19 saving throw. Please.
It's an 18 plus 9, so yes, she succeeds.
Yep. That's a thing. All right. Yikes. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're just gonna stay back a little bit then. Yep. And
Okay.
call that a day.
Interesting you say you're going to stay back. Proximus, you were flying 40 feet away, right?
Yeah.
So you were pretty much 80 feet away at this point. She is going to use 2 of her legendary actions. First of all, she is going to move towards all of you, taking the Eelhound and Acacia with her, because this is like, you know, that's the thing they talk about when any like ship sinks. It's that pull that is the most dangerous thing. And as she does, a tentacle is going to whip out of the air. So I'm going to make a tentacle attack towards Proximus to try to bring him along. She does have a plus 18 to hit. So as long as I don't roll a 1, I'm going to assume that she...
Well,
like I said,
my AC is now 23 due
23.
to Tasha's otherworldly guys.
Okay, well, that was a 15 plus 18. So
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So she's going to grab you, and she is going to... So everyone except for Proximus, she is moving down. And that pull is bringing you with it. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Except Proximus.
Is the pole? Do I think the pole would be causing damage?
It would reason out to that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's a 19.
Okay.
It's a 29.
Okay.
I think I have advantage against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Sure.
That is only a 16.
Okay. So Proximus, first of all, you're going to take tentacle damage, which is going to be, what is that? 19 points of tentacle damage, and you are grappled. Okay. Everyone else, Acacia, you were the only one who was going to take damage that was a DC 19, so well done, Scarlet. Acacia, you are going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you are whipped around in the water and also smashing against Eula herself. She is pulling you all down towards the ocean bed, which as you all are whipping around in this whirlpool that she is creating, you're realizing that you're being pulled down to a sunken city. And as you all whip down to this area, you can see that you are surrounded by sunken buildings, some covered in coral, some covered in other living bits, schools of fish swimming around that flee at your approach. Why have a Daikaiju fight if you can't destroy a few buildings? So mechanically, what this is kind of tying into is you now have places where you can hide in this city. Should you want to. I see Mayor's face. But there are also bits to the city. If you would like to look around, there are perhaps things that you could use in this sunken environment as well. Just throwing it out there. Don't have to. Okay. With that, Scarlet, it is your turn.
If I use a crit on an Eldritch Blast, does it apply to all 4 beams or just one?
That is a
If I
very good
if
question.
I target one creature.
Fuck it. This is a final fight. Go ahead and do it for all of them.
I'm gonna do that. Why didn't I get out enough dice? Need one more d10. Good thing I always have dice with me. I always have extra dice. I want to. So I'm gonna preemptively do math. Maybe. Sorry, my math skills are really rusty. $65 points of damage. No, 70 points of damage plus 5. I'm gonna keep those dice out. And that's targeted to Eula, obviously, if I needed to specify.
You were just hitting your party members? Good to know. Okay. Scarlet, the Eldritch Blasts beat into the carapace of this creature. You can tell that they have an effect, perhaps not the full effect that you had hoped for, but definitely they do a decent chunk of damage. Scarlet, I also want you to roll a d20 for me. No bonuses or anything like that. No crits or advantages. Just straight d20.
3.
Okay. Good. With that, it is the Great Unbeheld's turn. So let's see. That is, hey, 4 attacks. Perfect. Okay. First of all, gonna tighten that tentacle grasp. Why not? So that is going to be 3d6 plus 10. And this is bludgeoning damage, so Proximus, if you get any kind of resistances to any of that through your armor or whatever, just bear that in mind. That is going to be 10, so that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage. There are going to be a pincer attack towards Winnie, a tail attack towards Acacia, and a bite towards Scarlet. So pincer towards Winnie, that is a 26.
Yes.
Okay. Again, 3d6 plus 10. That is going to be 7, 9, so 19. And Winnie, you are also grappled and restrained.
Okay, do I get a reaction?
You can. What is your reaction?
My reaction is, as she hits me, my trident is going to flare with a bright light, and I feel like I know what's going to happen here, but if she could make a Constitution saving throw, that'd be super great.
19.
It is 19, so... Okay, just kidding.
Okay. All right. Tail attack towards Acacia. That's 19 plus 18. I'm assuming that's going to hit, even with the rage. This is bludgeoning damage, so you can have this. This is going to be 3d8. Have those. D8s. There we go. So that is 8. 10 plus 10. So 20.
That's without halved?
Without half, so it would be 10 halved.
Thank you for my panty dodge.
And finally, the bite attack towards Scarlet. So Scarlet, she is going to move towards you and take a big old jump. Yeah, again, another 18 plus 18. This is going to be 3d12. There we go. I forgot what 12 look like. Okay, so that is 11 plus 14 plus 10, 24 piercing damage. You are currently grappled.
Do I get a reaction?
You can take a reaction for sure, yeah.
Cool, I want to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
19 dex save.
Okay. Does not succeed.
Cool. That is going to be 40 damage, fire damage.
40, okay. Perfect. All right. I should mention
my
you
reaction because I was squished, right? And yes, I'd like to do Hellish Rebuke at 3rd level.
Okay.
Because why not?
Yeah.
It's the only reaction I got.
Yeah. Roll a 4. No bonus.
Oh.
Not very dexterous.
Yeah. So 10 fire damage.
All right. Scarlet, I should mention that you are now in the mouth of this kraken. The teeth have closed. If you do not succeed on getting out by your next turn, you will be swallowed. Yes. All right. With that, I believe that will... yeah, Eelhound. I guess the Eelhound should probably do a dex save as well.
Okay.
16. Okay, the hound also takes that 12 points of damage. And was not the result of any of the attacks, so... Okay, perfect. With all that, we're now back to top of the order with Proximus.
Yeah, so I'm grappled, right?
You are. So you can use your action to, one of your actions, to escape that grapple. It is strength or dex.
All right. I'll do my check for that.
DC 26.
Nice. 23.
You will remain grappled.
All right. Well, since I'm going to be here, I might as well do something about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to clap both hands together, and he is going to say, "Und bed drak geese," and he's going to open his hands, and as he does, a black bolt shoots out in front of him, up towards the mouth where Scarlet is, and it's going to slowly, as it goes through the water, it's going to slowly turn into a large shadow sea dragon.
Okay.
And this is at 5th level, summon Draconic Spirit. I'll mark that off. And he's going to say, "Get her." And he has, I don't know if you want him to roll initiative or...
You can have all your pets go on your roll, or you can roll for them. I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, okay. So
I think it's kind of easier to have them all go at the same time. So
that's what I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he is going to multi-attack with a bite and a claw, or no, a claw and a weapon breath. Why not?
Okay.
Right in the face of the Unbeheld, in attempts to help Scarlet out. So could this give her advantage on her save?
It could, yeah.
Okay, like a distraction.
I will ask, are these attacks magical in nature?
Yes.
I'm assuming they are because it's from a magical creature. Just wanted to double check.
Correct.
Okay.
And yeah. All right. So first one, the claw attack. Plus 11. 19, 20, dirty 20.
That will not hit.
Noted.
AC of 22.
Oh, well, you told us. All right.
I don't mind telling you.
So it
I want you guys to, like, not just, like, you know, I want you guys to know what you're getting into. I don't mind telling you stats. It's not going to help you.
So as the sea dragon goes up the neck of the Unbeheld, it leaves its front arms out and just claws up. It obviously is just not doing any damage. And then the breath weapon, as it gets up to the face. Oh, that's really good. That's actually a dex save.
Okay.
And is that Hound of Ill Omen is still within, so it's a disadvantage on that dex save.
Okay. It is a straight roll because advantage on all saves.
Got
Yeah.
you.
So it was just a 15 though.
It's 19. So
Okay.
it takes
Does not succeed.
only 2d6, but so that is 6, and it will be lightning damage.
Lightning. You watch the lightning once again just absorb into the carapace. You kind of get the idea that she is fully resistant to lightning. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That? Yeah, and then I will cast that's it.
Okay. With that, Acacia, it is your turn.
Do I think she'd be resistant to psychic damage?
You didn't get that that hint from your first attack, because your first attack was psychic based, right?
No, it was a magic dagger.
It was a magic dagger. I'll give it to you. She doesn't seem like she would necessarily. She wasn't resistant in her previous form to psychic damage.
Okay.
You don't get the idea that she would be in this form either.
In that case.
No, a lot of things are.
Yeah. In this case, in one hand, I take my regular dagger that Winnie gave me, the dragon tooth dagger, and just do a regular stab.
Okay.
With reckless attack. That's
Good old regular stab.
That's a 24.
24 will hit.
24, so that'll put me at just 6 points of damage. And in the other hand, I get one of my nice pink psionic daggers and kind of carve my way down her tentacle as I move. It doesn't leave any like physical gashes, but does leave a little pink follow. And I'm gonna use my second crit on that one for my psionic sneak attack.
Okay. I was gonna say, make sure that regardless, I believe you get sneak attack damage on any of your attacks.
Yes, but if it's okay with you, I'm choosing it to do it on my psionic one.
Perfectly fine. Okay.
Okay, cool. And there's a reason for this.
Okay.
So I am rolling all my d6s, which is going to be a total of, come on, D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond spazzed out on me, y'all. Oh, 70 points of damage again. And she also needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay. I am going to... Well, she does get advantage, because that was only a 14. Okay, that was a 19.
Okay, she just makes it.
Okay.
She
So what was the
feels,
second bit of damage? It was also 70?
It was 70, but she feels like she just had a close call mentally. Let's put it that way.
All right. With that, I am going to go ahead and invoke the black spot. This is not something originally on the character sheet. It is an extra legendary action I'm giving her. She is going to sound a roar, which is going to reverberate through the water. Acacia, you're incredibly perceptive. You would see this before anyone else. You see a large form start to appear through the murk. Even with whatever dark vision you have, whatever light is coming from the moon and the stars and the bioluminescence that Eula is emitting, you see another kraken. She's called one of her kids. So I'm going to roll for this. It will not get to you for another turn, so it will join the turn order at the top when we get back to Proximus. Anything else for your turn, Acacia? Okay. With that, Scarlet, it is your turn. You are in the mouth of the Great Unbeheld. As you mentioned in chat, you did want to take her tongue.
Yeah, I do, and I'm gonna try to do that with the firebolt.
Okay. This would be the best time to do it too, because you're not necessarily in the water.
We did skip Winnie.
Did I skip Winnie? I did skip Winnie. I apologize. Scarlet, hold that
hold.
firebolt.
I'll hold it.
Winnie, I apologize.
I didn't roll, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count yet.
Sorry, I was so trying to be prepared that I was thinking of my turn and was like, maybe I did say it. okay, we are on like a rocky seafloor, right? We've got stuff and buildings and all this stonework, right?
Yeah, the way I kind of imagine it is you are above the city right now. So you have the city below you. The Great Unbeheld is kind of like hovering above. So you could easily swim down to the ocean floor and get to like the city streets.
Okay, except I'm restrained, but unless she let go.
Yes.
But
you were at least near some of the taller buildings.
yeah. I have boots of the widening path that let me teleport. Can I teleport out of the restraint?
Absolutely.
Okay, I would like to do that. And then I would like to, what I'm going to do is, construct a stone spirit. I like to imagine it looks exactly like that creature from Galaxy Quest. So do with that what you will.
Rignac.
Rignac!
Yes.
Thank you. His name is...
I think I just made Mikyl fall in love with me. I saw that.
And that is going to be it for me. Little Jeffrey, who was so worried last time that he couldn't move, is going to take my turn. And oh god, he's going to swim up to Proximus, who I don't think is super close to me, and he's gonna give you like a little sharky high five, but probably not, because both your hands are probably in use, Proximus, so it's just gonna be like this awkward little like tap of his little wereshark fin on your hand, and you're going to get, oh shit, freedom of movement for an hour. I think I can do that preemptively. And then Rignac, because that's obviously what I'm calling him, is going to kind of lumber. I'm going to put him as close to the Great Unbeheld as possible.
Okay.
And I think that's all he can really... No! He's gonna try and slam her, I guess.
Alright. You sure you don't want to name him Slamoo?
That's already little Jeffrey's, like, one of his nicknames, so I feel like that would just get confusing.
Yeah, just name him after all the street checks.
Spell attack modifier is 23 total, obviously not my modifier.
23 will hit.
And 1d8 is 4, 8, 12 bludgeoning.
12. Okay.
Rignac is already more effective than I am. I love that for him. Okay, that's it. And I'm gonna get like a little further away. I think I said that, but if I didn't, that's what I meant.
You teleported, and you can like go into a building, or you can hide amongst the streets, whatever you'd like to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of like, I'm gonna duck around a corner or something, like out of sight. That would be great.
Okay. So, Winnie, you teleport out of the grasp of this thing's claw, get down to one of the buildings, slap your hand against it, and the structure of this thing becomes Garignac. As you do, little Jeffrey flies from your bag. Yes, you have something.
I do. Oh good, my captions are One last thing. So is my turn taking place before Eula's? Still?
Yes.
Would you say she started her turn within 10 feet of Rignac?
She didn't start her turn because you would have had to teleport to create Grignac.
Right, but that was my turn.
So
She
will start her.
She goes after me.
She will start her turn there. Yeah, she will start her turn within 10 feet.
But she went, right? Didn't she summon her friend and then...
That was a legendary action.
I think I'm confused on the order. Does she go at the very end?
The order is Proximus, Acacia, you, Scarlet,
Oh!
Eula.
Okay. That's where...
Legendary actions go in
Yeah.
between.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's where I got confused. Okay, then I'm good.
Okay.
I've got nothing.
Okay. So you create Grignac. Little Jeffrey swims out of your bag, like jittery, goes up to Proximus, like holds out his little shark fist, and is just like kind of like waiting there for a second. He's just like, "Never mind," and just smacks Proximus. What does freedom of movement give Proximus?
Oh, I don't know, something good.
He should be able to get out of the grapple.
Yeah, it.
this.
Yeah.
I lost it. Freedom of movement.
The
is...
target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from a non-magical restraint, such as manacles or a creature that it has grappled.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to worry about that too much. But yes, as little Jeffrey goes to swim away, he goes, "I got a brother now," and then goes swimming next to back to me. Doesn't make it all the way. Little Jeffrey is awesome. Okay. So now, Scarlet, I apologize. Now it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna try to fire Bolt or Tongue.
Okay. Please do so.
17.
Not gonna do it.
I didn't think so.
Little too damp in this this maw.
Cool.
Do you have anything else for your turn? Because
No.
otherwise you will be swallowed.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another d20 for me.
Warlocks don't get much.
Yeah.
It's at 11.
Okay. Cool. With that, it is Eula's turn. Combination of things happen. First of all, let's see, what do I want to do first? Proximus, with escape in mind. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but when Eula starts her turn, Rignac has something to say. I think that's before she does anything on her turn, unless I'm mistaken. Which I don't know how to play this game, so I might.
I think you got it just fine.
Okay. He forces a wisdom saving throw. Please and thank you.
Okay. Of course. 19.
Every time. Okay. It's fine. He just sits there.
I mean, I could roll with advantage just to see if it's nat 20.
Nope, that's okay.
No, that was only a 17. Okay.
He just sits there like a rock.
Okay. Like a rock. Oh, like a rock. Proximus with escape in mind. Let's see. Tentacle Grasp. If the target doesn't escape by the end of its next turn, you are thrown up to 60 feet in a straight line. Proximus, you are thrown into a building. You are going to take, and I am actually going to use a crit for this. You are going to take 66. So that is 11, 15, 20, 23. You are going to take 46 points of bludgeoning damage as you are thrown into the crumbling foundations of one of the buildings below. And salt and silt and everything else are kicked up around you. The building structure does hold, so it does not collapse on you, but I would not recommend staying in here for much longer. All right, next up. Let's see, Scarlet. You feel the tongue lift you, and down you go into the gullet of this Titanic-sized creature. You do have total cover. That's the nice thing about this. You are restrained and you cannot see. And you do not take any damage on this turn, but if you stay in here for much longer, kind of get the idea it's not going to look too good. Right. This time the pincer is going to go after Acacia, and the tail is going to go after Jeffrey, who is still exposed. So
What do you have
Acacia,
against Jeffrey?
he's the only other. Actually, no, that's not true. The dragon is probably a better target than Jeffrey.
He is
He's going to
tiny.
go after the dragon. There's too many things on the field right now. Acacia, that is a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. I'm gonna automatically use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay. So that's going to be 3d6 plus 10. So that's, what is that? 12, 15, 25 points of damage. So that is
12.
bludgeoning damage. Yeah. So for you can like double have that, right?
No?
Because you're raging, and you're also taking Uncanny Dodge.
Oh, bitch! I forgot about resistance. So can I take away a couple more damage from last turn too?
Go ahead and quarter that.
Okay, cool.
You are grappled, so you're currently restrained, and then yes, it's going to be a tail attack towards the dragon. What's the dragon's AC? Sea dragon?
14. I'm sorry.
You're good. Okay.
I'm making
that is going to
notes.
hit, and that is going to be. Let's see. That's 3d8. Triple ones. Love it. So that's only going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage against the sea dragon. Okay. With that, we are now back to top of the order. I'm going to roll to see where this new Kraken, who has been swimming towards you, fits in. It is going to go right after Winnie. So Proximus, top of the order again. You have been thrown into a building. What would you like to do? You get a couple of pets to command?
Yeah. Let's see. So is anybody grappled right now?
Acacia is.
Acacia is. So
And Scarlet is kind of, yeah, but I don't know that you can necessarily see Scarlet.
Yeah. Great. So he's going to point at the beast, and he is going to stick two fingers out, and he is going to at, we'll say at third level, start chanting Ska Dulem, Ska Dulem, and cast his Shadow Blade as it comes out as a bonus action, and he is going to use one of his Shadow Sorcerer as an action. It's called Shadow Walk. And we are in darkness, correct?
You are?
So I am going to magically teleport 120 feet, which I should have done on my last bonus action to get out of the grapples, so I wouldn't have been thrown, but here we are. And so I'm going to jump forward and slash at the tentacle that is holding Acacia, and I'm going to use my crit.
Okay.
And when I do so, I I'm gonna roll all of my freaking d6s, d8s, because I am also going to cast Faithless Smite. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at 3rd level. And math now. I'm sorry.
No worries, it's math the game. You don't need to apologize about actually doing math.
That's 52 doubled. So
Oh, 104.
104
Okay.
at the tentacle, and with his other hand, he's going to grab Acacia's arm and try to pull and assist her on her turn with her grapple check.
Perfect. Acacia, you will have advantage on your whatever dexterity or strength, whatever you choose to get out of this pincer. Wonderful. Proximus, do you want to go ahead and do your dragon and eelhound?
Yes, so yeah. I'm gonna roll them together.
Sure.
Why not? Thank you for the reminder. A natural 1 and a natural 2. Sweet. So they bite and claw at the unbeheld, and then it just no reaction.
Okay.
The dragon will do a breath weapon along with the claw. So
Okay.
it's a dex save, 19.
Was the breath weapon lightning, though?
It can do whatever I choose.
Perfect. Okay.
So lightning didn't work. This time it will be acid.
Does not succeed on it, so go ahead.
So that is 7 acid damage.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That is done.
She's going to use one of her mythic actions now. Much like I described in the last episode, how an octopus can appear as a coral reef, or even this great unbeheld can appear as an island. The form of her skin, of her carapace, shifts and becomes like spikes. Everyone who is within 10 feet, which would be running the outside, I should mention. So Acacia Proximus and Eelhound and Sea Dragon are going to do DC 25 dexterity saving throw. Acacia with just flat rolls, since Proximus gave you advantage, it'll just be a flat
I would like to add +5 to maybe Winnie shouts "Look out!" in a super helpful way to Acacia and adds +5 to that roll.
Okay, but I also
Actually, everybody within 10 feet of me gets +5 to their saving throw.
Oh.
So everybody gets +5. Proximus and Acacia get 10.
+10.
But Winnie, thank you for reminding me that Grignac also needs to make a dex saving throw. DC 25.
I also have advantage from advantage against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. So I get the advantage because Proximus's advantage was...
It'd be a double advantage, yes.
Oh, if I know all that, can I shift my +5 to poor Grignac?
You can. Give it to poor Grignac, it's fine. Okay. I got a... What was the DC?
25.
I just made it.
I got 16.
So I got a natural 20 and a 2 for the Shadow Dragon and a natural 1 for the Eelhound.
Oh, poor baby.
If you succeeded, you take 9 points of slashing damage. If you failed, 18.
So 4 points of damage.
what was the if is doubled 18?
Yeah. 9 if you
Okay.
if you succeeded, 18 if you failed. And also the armor class has gone up by 2. With that, Acacia, it is your turn. You now have advantage to escape this grapple. Again, it's DC 25 Dex or Strength saving throw.
Okay, so you all are linked to Acacia right now via the mind link, and she's
Yes.
not thinking in words, she's thinking in emotions. And as soon as you try and help her, Proximus, all you feel is annoyance. And I take out one of my psychic blades and I throw it. It lands 40 feet away, laterally up Eula, and I teleport out as a bonus action.
Okay,
And then I would like to reckless attack Eula again.
do so.
That is a 17 plus 12. So that's a 29.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And the damage is gonna be, according to D&D Beyond, 37 points of damage. As I continue
Alright.
to carve her the fuck up.
I'm not gonna lie, she's looking pretty rough right now. There is black, you're not sure whether it's blood or ink, but something in the water that is obscuring parts of her. Even the bioluminescence is being obscured by this, whatever this is, this ichor. All right, Acacia, anything else for your turn?
That is it.
Wonderful. Winora. Before you can begin your turn, you hear a voice in your head. Not the emotion of Winnie. Or not the emotion of Acacia, I'm sorry. Are you frozen, or is that just your face?
No,
is
it's
frozen?
just
Okay,
my face.
okay.
It's just how I am.
Okay. Uh-huh. It's the voice of Eula. And you see a few of the eyes actually shift to where you are.
I don't like that.
She says, Winora, darling, we always had a good time, didn't we? I don't want to have to kill your friends, but I will if I have to. Now, they're being quite an annoyance right now. If you could perhaps talk them down, or perhaps assist me. Winora, you know there's plenty of things I could offer you.
Yes. There's probably quite a lot. I sort of, worry that you're gonna just kill us. If I, ask him to back down. If I even could get them to back down.
Winnie, what's to stop me from killing you anyway? I'm just asking you to perhaps just take my side on things. And I can give you my word that I won't kill any of your friends or your family, Winnie. Your mothers, Winnie. I know where they are. Every kraken in the ocean can know where they are too, if you just lend a hand.
Winnie is going to try and look thoughtful. She's gonna go really strongly in her brain. And then she would like to I don't know, I guess cast Ray of Sickness at Frack. No, she's not going to. She is going to toss one of her little seashells at Eula. Melf's acid arrow. And consider that an action. Or obviously it's an action. An answer.
You're going to die like the rest of them, Winnie. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
Probably. You know, I've got an advantage. I might as well use it. Oh, bless. 29.
29 will hit.
Okay. I'm not rolling all those. That's 12 acid damage. And I think I'm gonna stay like kind of behind the building. And little Jeffrey, my good friend little Jeffrey, D&D Beyond, I swear by all the gods, knock it off. Is going to, I think he's close enough to touch Acacia.
Probably. He was close enough to touch Proximus before.
Well, I teleported 40 feet
Oh,
away.
then no.
Also
Then
true.
no. My poor little Jeffrey. He's not near anyone, is he?
Not really.
Okay, he's gonna.
No, where shark is an island. I am adrift, lost at sea.
He's going to just start swimming towards whoever's closer, Proximus or Acacia.
Okay.
And he's just gonna look
Proximus would probably
determined,
be
not
closer.
frantic. So, like, there's no, like, stay where you are look on his face. He's just
On a tiny creature. So Proximus, or Acacia, you
In the
can
dark.
see the determination
Yeah, okay.
on this minuscule street shark. Just like, I am on a mission. I have been given a task.
I love him.
Yes, dabbing through the water. It makes him aerodynamic.
Rignac is going to do the same thing, just like try and smash into Eula. Literally, it's always the same. Nope, that's not going to hit. I'm going to use my other advantage. Why not? What else are they for?
Now or never.
Now or never. I rolled the
Correct.
exact same number. So he's just gonna stay kind of as close as he can to Eula. And I think multi-attack, you have to attack a second creature, right?
No,
Oh, then he would like to try it again.
I won't rule it that way. I think for some creatures it has
It's
to
a
be.
it doesn't specify. It just says multi-attack.
I think if it specifies. Yeah, some of it specifies. Like you can't do a tail and also a bite because
So then that's
That
a
don't make sense.
natural 20 for
okay.
25. Yes. That hits.
I'm sorry, a nat 20 will hit regardless.
Okay.
Right, that was the attack roll?
Yes.
Yeah, nat 20 hits regardless.
Okay. So then 5, 9, 13, 26. Bludgeoning.
26, what type of damage is that?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning? Okay.
Please and thank you.
Wonderful. Winnie, is that it for your turn? Okay. With that, we are at the Kraken's turn. The summoned Kraken. You all watch as this colossal beast, regular Krakens are just colossal, roars as it is undulating its way, tentacles behind this malformed shark-like face to it, these fin-like claws on the side. And it seems to be almost on a set trajectory towards the great unbeheld. Doesn't even seem to be focused at any of you. And as it reaches this form, this writhing mass of tentacles, it becomes one with it. The tentacles interlock, and this thing is absorbed into the form of the great unbeheld. I don't know if I want to tell you. I'm going to tell you this. She was at 7 hit points. She has just regained 472.
Ah!
She has absorbed this Kraken into her form.
She was at 7 hit points?
7 hit points.
Oh, fuck. If I used Dex instead of Strength, she'd
If
be
I had
dead.
critted Rigdak the first time...
It's
And with that, we're
fine.
going to go ahead and take a break.
We still would have had to deal with the other Kraken, to be fair.
This is the result of the black
Yeah, we would've
spot,
had-
y'all.
Yup,
Oh.
yup. Okay, have a good break.
It's fine.
10-ish minutes, y'all.
We'll see y'all back in 10-ish minutes. Do the things. We'll be here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We hope you had a good break. We certainly did one. That's not a sentence. Hi, welcome back to this final fight. There's the God Queen of Krakens, the Great Unbeheld. What once was Eula Saltsmile now is an incomprehensibly large beast, which has absorbed another Kraken into its form, going from 7 hit points to 479? 479. All in a turn. Yeah, I deserve that. I sure do. And inside of this incomprehensibly large beast, going down its gullet, is a little warlock named Scarlet. Scarlet, it is your turn.
Before I do anything,
Splish splash that paint water. How wonderfully sonorous.
I hate that that's the thing here. I don't usually have paint water on my desk anymore. I'm gonna get myself out of this situation. I don't want to be inside Eula. I'm going to dimension door out of this Kraken beast. I would like to dimension door up in that direction.
Okay. How far does the dimension door go?
500 feet. I don't want to go the
Are
full
you-
500. I just want to
Okay.
be up enough. Probably about 50 feet on top of.
You were
Above.
able to do so.
Cool.
You're looking down at this city, this sunken, devastated city beneath you. You see your party members encased in claws and teleporting their way out. And maybe, by perception 19, you can see the tiny form of Jeffrey dabbing its way towards Proximus. You see Winnie on the streets below. You see this rock monster that wasn't there when you got imbibed. What would you like to do?
Dimension door. That was my.
That's
action.
the whole thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your d20 for me.
12.
Okay. Start hearing a whisper in the back of your head. It's faint. Maybe it's just the sound of the water around you. Pressure this deep. Not sure. It is Eula's turn. Eula, not having a ton of other spells or anything in this current state, is gonna do what she has done best. She is going to tentacle towards Acacia, tail attack towards the dragon, pincer the eelhound, bite Proximus. Okay, that is, was that 23 to hit Acacia? That's definitely gonna hit the eelhound. That's definitely gonna hit the sea dragon. And Proximus, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my crit. It's not a
We're out
paladin.
of crits now.
I am out of crits. And yeah, we'll save that for later. Okay. So Acacia, tentacle is going to be 3d6. So you're going to take 23 points of bludgeoning damage, so you can have that.
And uncanny dodge it again.
So double have it. And you are currently grappled. Proximus. Well, actually, let's do everybody else first. So the pincer was towards the eelhound. That is going to be, what was that, 5, 6, 16 points of bludgeoning damage. The eelhound is grappled as well and restrained.
You see the eel hound just poof into smoke, black
Okay.
smoke. It's gone.
And
No.
then, let's see, the tail was going towards the dragon. That is 14, 21? Yeah. 21, 31 points of bludgeoning damage towards the dragon. And then, Proximus, you are going to take... was it 2 10s and a 12? So that is 64 points of piercing damage as this darkness that you could probably see within, but you are engulfed. You are in the maw of the beast.
Cool.
Okay. That is it for her. Proximus, it is your turn.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use one of my advantages. I'm going to take a swipe. You said the pincers? The pincers got me? So the tongue?
You're in the mouth.
I'm
You
in
have
the
been
mouth.
bitten. Yes, you are this like Jack Sparrow at the end of the second Pirates of the Caribbean. Third one? I don't know anymore.
Take me in.
Yeah, just teeth. I mean, you were grazed by teeth on your way in. That's the damage, but you are in this thing's massive sized mouth.
All right. Well, I'll use my shadow walk to 120 feet. Is there anything that I can see as far as like, yeah, as this happens, I'm just going to dimension or a shadow walk out.
Okay.
120 feet out in front of her
Okay.
face. And then I'm going to use my 40 feet of movement. Is there anything that I can see as far as like can I do a perception check of like the area
Sure.
of the actual city?
Yeah.
$18.
Yeah. So you look down at this city. You can see where the walls, some of them still standing, crumbling crenellations, the buttresses still built into the structures of some of the buildings. A lot of it has been covered in coral, and it's kind of hard to tell where a building ends and a coral that isn't covering a building begins. You see a few statues. You can see on the battlements on the walls of this city are still standing some siege weaponry. See a few ballistas, a couple of mangonels. They're made
I'm
of.
gonna go.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Once I see the ballista, especially, I would move towards that 40 feet as close as I could get. So that's 160 feet. Can I get to it?
You would probably, yes, you would be able to get to within reach of a ballista.
I would load it and shoot it at them.
It's loaded. It's very old, and there's a lot of coral buildup on this. The wood is pretty rotted on it, but you kind of get the idea it is like a single use kind of thing. But you could certainly fire this ballista should you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna hold on a second. I need to see how to shoot off a ballista.
Yes, I am also looking that up, and I'm realizing it has 2 L's in it.
Yes, very quickly saw that. Okay, so as soon as I get down there, he's just gonna cut the rope with the shadow blade, firing off, making sure that it's aimed correctly, and I'll use both of my actions to do that.
Okay.
Make sure that
actually, I
it
realized I
aim
already have
and
ballista stuff in here. And this is not one that would necessarily be on a ship, so this is actually one that is a little bit chunkier, meant for siege. Okay. Well, you don't even give me that. Fine. Okay, I don't have it in here. Never mind. I'll look it up. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So I'm gonna just fired it off, using my shadow blade to cut the rope holding the. I feel like this should be educational tag again. We should post this in chat because I didn't know how the fire went off.
Yeah, so
ancient weapons.
For any of you who don't know, a ballista is basically a large crossbow. It is a type of siege weaponry, which is more meant for taking down like siege towers or even just firing into the ground and causing a lot of shrapnel damage against advancing armies. So you are firing a ballista bolt. They're also known as scorpions during the Roman Empire. Just fun fact. But much like catapults, they are kind of held back by tension. So you are cutting the tension rope on this set ballista and firing the bolt. So yes, absolutely. So let me see if I actually find. Let's say, let's make this 3d10. I think that's fair. And it is a dex roll +6 to hit.
Natural 20.
That'll do it.
And then you said 3d6 or
3d10.
d10.
Yeah, that is what it is. It's +6 to hit, range 120 to 480, and 3d10.
10, 22.
22.
Yep.
All right.
Do I get that sweet crit?
Is the 22 what is the double damaged?
No, it's 22. So
22 was the roll, so it would be 44. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Anything else for your turn? Is your sea dragon still up?
Sea dragon still up. So I used my bonus action, my movement, and action. Gosh, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, the dragon will do breath weapon on because it seems like that's the only thing that's working on you. This, I keep wanting to say Eula, so I'm gonna stop. The unbeheld. So
yeah, you can say Eula. It's not. It is also true.
I'm not here to offend even a demigod. I will call you by your rightful name, damn it.
She identifies as all. For all she shall be.
16 plus. Oh, no. That's a dex save. I'm sorry. So
dex save.
Dex
Okay.
19.
Fails.
All right. Let's get some real d6 in here. That is 12 of acid damage again.
12
Just spewing acid out of its sea dragon mouth.
I'm going to use another one of the legendary actions to make a tail attack towards the sea dragon, since it has caused enough irritation at this point. All right, that is going to hit, and tail attack is 3d8. Triple sixes. That doesn't bode well. Okay, so what is that? 18. So 28 points of bludgeoning damage towards the sea dragon.
You see the sea dragon just poof into shadow and dust. Poor dragon.
With that, Acacia, it is your turn.
I am grappled again. I got
Yes,
hit.
you are. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. More with a twinge of annoyance, I once again throw another one of my blades laterally up Eula because she's fucking big as hell. just kind of off in a random direction. 110 feet it flies. And
Okay.
I would once again like to reckless attack and stab Eula with one of my psionic blades.
Okay.
I think that's, yeah, that's enough. That's only a 23. I don't think that hits.
It does not. AC
Then-
of 24 currently.
Can I use another advantage to roll one more? How do you like
may.
to rule those?
Go for
It's
it.
also the finale, so I'm gonna do it again anyway. Oh, that's worse. So I miss and I am angry that I missed.
The rage continues.
It still continues, yeah. It continues because I tried to attack something, so it doesn't
That's
end.
right. And you took damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. With that, Winnie, it is your turn.
Lenny's having a rough day, y'all. How far away is Proximus?
Proximus is probably Proximus is probably like a few streets away from you at this point, since he has gone to the exterior walls of this city. So I would say maybe a couple hundred feet
That's
from where you
too
are,
far.
because you're still on like the city street. Yeah.
too far. I guess she'll get like 30 feet closer to him. Nope, 40? 40 feet closer to him. Ugh. And then that being done, she's gonna cast Blur on herself. If I can find it. And nope, that's not gonna work for me. Little Jeffrey is making his way downtown. Has he gotten any closer to anybody?
Well, Proximus went even further away, so I would say that little Jeffrey could probably see Acacia as maybe accessible.
Can he touch Acacia?
Probably.
Okay.
But also, if Jeffrey moves away, that would get an attack of opportunity against Jeffrey.
Because he's so
So
close.
Jeffrey can hang out with Acacia. Probably with his movement as well, Jeffrey would not be able
He's
to
only, like,
move
20
towards Acacia
feet.
and back anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, even that? Okay. Yeah.
Because
We'll
he
say
doesn't
for
want to
the
go
sake of
back.
it,
He just wants to get to Acacia. If
he can get to Acacia. We
Okay.
can say.
Look,
We're playing loose with dimensions here. It's okay.
he'll just like come up because like he's learning. Like, look, the scary like psychic pink blades are a lot for him. He's just gonna like touch, like visibly, like doesn't want to surprise her, like just come up
You
and
can't.
yeah.
You can't surprise me.
right. Nothing gets past her. So he's just gonna come up and just like tap Acacia on the shoulder, and it's I don't even know how he would. He's going to like get a little paler, and some of his like little were sharky like life essence is gonna like cover you and then like sink into your skin in a non-creepy way as you gain death ward.
Okay.
I respect and fear you.
But mostly fear.
I love him. And then, because he can't go anywhere or do anything, he's just gonna like hang out and chill. Like, he doesn't want to get in your way. He'll be like out of like swinging range.
There's saddlebags.
Yeah. Like, if you could just like duck in there for a minute, that'd be super great.
I'm gonna hang out with your dad.
Yeah, basically.
Oh god. The bane of my existence, Rignac. Having...
I'm trying.
I know, I'm doing him dirty by not letting him...
I was born like 7 turns ago.
I know. It's... I am sorry for failing you, Rignac. It's not your fault.
You have a favorite child already. I see how it is.
No, he just, like, all the cool things he can do, I forget about, so he doesn't get to do them. Which is my fault. He's going to do his usual slam attack. There's no way that one hits. So he's gonna try it again. And... No, 21.
24.
Yeah, no. He's just gonna make sure he stays close to her. Not that it matters. Because he's just gonna sit there like a rock again. But he's gonna try his best.
Okay. His best he will do. Scarlet. Your turn.
I'm going to use one of my crits for max damage on Finger of Death. I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw. 18 is the target. She will take half damage. She succeeds.
19?
Mhm.
Okay. I couldn't hear what the save was.
Did she make it?
She rolled a 19.
Oh,
She got a 19.
dang.
10 plus 9.
Dang. It's fine. She still takes half damage.
Okay.
I'm just gotta find my D8s. And do math. Pardon me, this is the part of D&D that I hate. She still takes 56 points of damage.
6. Wonderful. Scarlet, go ahead and roll your d20.
Natural 1.
Okay. It is her turn. Eula's turn. Great unbeheld.
No, I remembered this time. I did not do him dirty. Can she make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Nat 20.
I hate her.
We all do.
She is going to attack Rickneck with her tail attack, and that is going to be a tentacle towards, let's say, Scarlet. We'll do a pincer towards Acacia. No, pincer towards the sea dragon, which is still up, right? No, sea dragon's gone. Then yeah, pincer towards Acacia, and then bite towards Winnie, who has exposed herself. All right. So first of all, that is going to hit. So tail attack towards Grickneck is going to be 26 points of damage. To Scarlet, that is going to be 16. No, 22 points of damage. Towards Acacia. I'm actually not. No, that's 22. What's Acacia's AC is 19? Okay.
Yeah, it's 19.
Acacia is 15, 25, and you're grappled. And then finally, Winnie. You are engulfed, and you are going to take 10, 13, 23 points of damage.
I do uncanny dodge.
Okay. And your resistance.
Yes.
Grignac is grappled. Winnie, you are grappled.
Can I react?
And with that, we're back to top of the order with Proximus.
Wait, was I muted? Can I react?
Okay, so
I was muted.
How far am
Can
I
I
away?
react? May I react?
oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. What's your reaction?
I sound so frantic because nobody could hear me. I know it doesn't matter, but like the principle of the thing, can she make a Constitution saving throw against my blinding trident?
Yeah, absolutely. That's an 18. Actually, she has a bit. Okay, yeah, that was an 18 plus.
Okay, I was
so
like,
yes,
I don't
she
know what to
succeeds.
do if she fails. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so Proximus.
She's blinded.
No, she's 16.
Oh, okay. All right. So, how far am I away from?
I think you're something like 120 feet from her.
Okay. So I am going
Yes.
to use my bonus action to get within 50 feet, and use my shadow walk to. What is the like? I'm kind of like looking towards her on her front. Where is everyone else at? Grappled and stuff.
So Scarlet's still a little ways off. Scarlet is not grappled. Grignac is pretty much down on like the ocean floor. Grignac's grappled, and Acacia is grappled like up near the top by a pincer.
Okay, so I'm gonna move
Grignac's
to the
grappled
opposite.
by a tentacle, Acacia by a pincer, Scarlet got whipped with a tail, and Winnie got eaten.
I got plenty of room to hit, so I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move off to the side where they are not there, in line of sight. But so I'll move in 60 feet with Shadow Walk. I will dissipate in one cloud of smoke and bamf into another, and then I will again put my hands together and say Aunt Hound von Ross taken. And again, I will spend 3 sorcery points and bring my hound back because I miss him.
Mm-hmm.
And send him in 50 feet towards the foot. And I will then
Michael, can
Oh.
you unmute and meets?
in mutes. Is it not picking me up? Oh, weird. Is that better?
Thank you. Didn't mean to interrupt you. You're on a roll.
All right.
Eelhound is
So, yeah, Eelhound is back within 10 feet. He is going to put 2 fingers to the side of his head. I am going to use my crit. At 8th level, he's going to say Verbrokel, and shoot a green beam disintegrate at 8th level, which is a disadvantage dex save for you.
Okay. I have one last legendary resistance.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Sorry. I thought I was muted there for a second.
Clearly. No, it's the last one. She's exhausted all 3 of her legendary resistances. She is still standing. Swimming. Anything else for your turn?
Oh, that's pretty much all I got. I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
Acacia.
Good night, everyone.
I'm really annoyed that she keeps grappling me, but I will once again just pick up another psionic blade and just drop it next to me outside the range of the tentacles and
Okay.
teleport out.
Okay.
Very, very annoyed. And I will once again attack her with a stabby stab reckless attack.
Okay.
God damn it. That's so bad.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
out of
use-
advantages?
No, but I'm going to use an advantage because
Okay.
that's really bad. I rolled a 9. That's an 18 on the die plus 12. So
Yeah, that'll do it.
I'm gonna do that. Oh. D&D Beyond says that I have rolled. D&D Beyond, please give me my number. It didn't tell me my number. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, no, I can go back. The first roll was 29 with my damage from the dagger.
29 points of damage. All right.
Oh, wait. I haven't been adding my extra damage from my rage, so that's a 31.
31. Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's all I got.
Winnie. You can choose to try to escape, unless there's anything else you want to do inside this mouth.
I do not want to do anything inside this.
You're muted, honey.
How?
You got this.
It's fine. I love it when technology does things randomly. It's very encouraging. Okay. I don't want to be in here at all. I would like to teleport out, I think. I think I can just pop out on the other side of the teeth. Maybe? Like where I was before?
Yeah.
And I would like to get as far away without triggering an opportunity attack as possible, just for like, I know it's like 2 feet, but like I don't care. It's fine. I'm real mad about everything. Fuck. Everything. Literally everything. I'm mad about it. I would like to just stab her with my trident because I am right here. And right in the face, and I'm going to crit it because I am mad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what? 6, 12 points of damage.
Okay.
That's fine. Little Jeffrey. Thank you, Acacia, for taking him along with you.
New mom.
No.
Horse mom.
No.
Me and your dad are friends now.
No.
He's
Uncle Little Jeffrey.
He's gonna just the fin is gonna come up and like tap your elbow. And he's gonna do a little Sharky cure wounds. Just so I can do something, literally anything of use. 5, 6, 7, for just 8 health.
Little Jeffrey just pops out of the bag. Jossum! Pops back down.
Multi-attack. 22. And a definite miss. That's
Anything else for your turn?
it for me.
Okay. Scarlet,
Yes.
why don't you roll your d20 for me first?
Okay. 14.
Perfect.
I don't like that.
Let's see, we're gonna need a tonal change here. Scarlet, all of you, Acacia, you would probably be the first being the perceptive one to see. Scarlet, those whispers become a clear voice in your head. 3 simple words. I am here. All of you would look down to see the floor, the city streets of this devastated metropolis begin to sink and push away, almost like quicksand, in a way, creating ripples outwards. And as they do, 2 unfathomably large pincers envelop outwards, like a bear trap. And this thing shoots upwards. This being that mortal eyes are not meant to see. I need everyone to roll, I believe it is a wisdom saving throw. Except for Scarlet.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. I hope your wisdom saving throws are high.
Would I have a general understanding of who would be less wise of my companions?
Sure. It seems something that's in Winnie's wheelhouse.
He knows your friends.
Is it Proximus or Acacia?
I have a +9. I gained proficiency recently on the level up.
Proximus,
so.
would you like a +5 to your saving throw?
Well, to be fair. Well, I might actually be out
I
of
already
range.
have a +5,
So-
but hold on, because D&D Beyond wants to be an asshole. So hold on.
I guess I still need to. It's whiz.
All the technology needs to break today.
It's the day for technical difficulties.
Right.
Winnie got a dirty 20.
Okay.
18.
I got a 21.
Okay. Proximus, do you have any advantages or any bonuses to not being frightened?
Yeah. I did when the dragon was
Wait, was
up,
that with?
but now that
Was
it's
that with
gone,
+5? My +5?
that was just my +5.
So you get another +5 because.
So 18 +5, 23.
When you see this thing, this unknowable being, cylindrical, insect-like, segmented, uncountable legs all clattering around its body, claws, tentacles, teeth, these pincers, this eldritch speech carved into its carapace, or being erected in a single moment. Your brain tells you this is not something you are supposed to see. This is something you should turn your eyes away from, and yet still your eyes stay on it, like a being that is captured in pure fear. You cannot look away. Your eyes widen, your mouths open. When a sentient being becomes afraid, our sensory perception tries to take in all information possible, and you are getting all information about this thing. It launches itself up into the water, and it latches around the form of the great unbeheld. And you hear a scream, and you're not sure what beast it's coming from, and begins to pull down. And you see the teeth bearing into this thing, and that black ichor spilling outwards. And all of you hear in your minds the voice of Eula, and she is begging. Winnie, please, please, anything, any treasure, whatever you like, all the friends in the world, whatever you want. Proximus, please, I was your queen. I was the mother of your people. I saved them once. I can do it again. There'll be nothing from me, Proximus.
You are only the queen of deception. You will die the same way.
Your people will die without me, Proximus. Please.
That is their choice. There is always
Acacia.
choice.
Acacia, please. I can give your father a new body. I can give you all the treasure you want, and anything, literally anything. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
She just gets silence.
Scarlet, darling, Scarlet. If I become a God, I can give you Chorus back. I can give you anything. I can take it all back. I'm so sorry, Scarlet. I apologize for everything. You know I'm so sorry. You were always my favorite.
Your words are hollow, Eula. I hope you rot in the depths.
As she is dragged down to the ocean floor, I'm going to give you all of my advantages. I have 4 of them. There are 4 of you. You may get off one final thing. Level 20 it up, kids.
How mechanics heavy are we going on this? Last final
Very
thing.
loose.
I
Try
would
whatever
like to
you
go
want.
last, please.
Okay. I would like to attack her with a psychic blade and get sneak attack off because she is in combat with the thing.
For sure. Yes.
And I would like to attempt to get off one of my you know what, if I hit first. Let's see if I hit first. I'm not gonna use my rage attack, reckless attack on this, but I will use an advantage.
Okay.
Well, I already have advantage because
Sure.
it's attacking it, so. Or no, I'm just gonna use an advantage. It's fine. That is 17 plus 11.
That'll do it.
All right. In the meantime, can you have her make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, please, while I get my damage?
She fails.
Oh, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The damage is going to be 44 points of damage, and my special thing goes off. Rend Mind. She feels my psychic damage go stab very, very deep. And she is stunned for a minute. Everyone else can, if you attack her, you get fun stuff. So she cannot fight back
We're gonna
as this thing drags her down.
We're gonna fast and loose with the rules even more here. Your attacks auto succeed. No rolls. What do you want to do? Winnie?
So many things. Winnie. Winnie is just going to do like a punitive, just like an acid arrow. Because, you know, at this point, why not? $27. It's really hard to add 11
Okay.
to anything, apparently.
Proximus?
He's gonna look over at Scarlet and he's gonna say, "This is the end. Eula, you have done everything to keep everyone in servitude for way too long." And he's gonna say, Overthrow. And he's going to shoot off a 7th level disintegration from his gem in his forehead. A green light flashes out. 3rd time's a charm, maybe? So it's a dex save on your end. But 19. So I'm just gonna roll on D&D Beyond. 13d6 plus 40. So 78 damage.
78.
Goodbye, Eula.
Scarlet.
Is Eula below 100 hit points?
Cheers.
Wonderful. I would like to swim within 60 feet of Eula.
Easy enough.
Eula, before you go, remember to say hello to all the souls you've tortured over the years. Remember all the ones that you have trapped here, who will be joining you soon. And I will cast Power Word Kill. The creature has 100 hit points or less, they are instantly dead.
Scarlet, you watch the life leave the numerous eyes that you can see on this abomination, this twisted god. As she's pulled down to the bottom of the ocean, the deepest point that you can see, you watch as these pincers collapse inwards and inwards, collapsing her form as it swallows this titanic-sized creature. You don't ever want to look up a nightmare, look up a bobbit worm. And as she is pulled down and the sand moves over her, she's gone before she even hits the ground. And that's it. We're out of combat. It's quiet in the ocean now. All the ocean life has long since fled the area. There's just the sound of water moving around you. Occasionally you pick up the very, very distant sound of whale song. It's dark. What would you all like to do?
Does didn't someone get hit really hard? Proximus, are you looking okay?
Like all of you?
I think,
Except for Acacia. Yeah. Tell me about it.
looking rough. Proximus just floats down to the rock, dropping his shield next to him, and the shadow blade dissipates, his wings dissipate,
Winnie's.
and just curls up. It's like he's gonna take a nap.
Winnie's gonna swim down to him and just sort of gingerly pat his hand and gonna heal him a little bit, like.
It is okay, Winnie. Thank you, but I want to feel this pain.
Okay, but you're bleeding into the water, and there's still sharks and stuff.
It's okay. I'll talk to them if they come. I just want to feel this for a while, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Thank you. You are my friend, forever. Thank you for being there next to me while we did this.
That's what friends do, right?
Yes. That is what friends do.
I would like to swim down to Proximus. And take one of the rocks out. Rock that Proximus had left that night that they had talked about what happened to Corvus. And to place it in Proximus' hand. He would be proud of you.
That is all I wish. And he would be proud of you. These are the things that no one could fathom that we could accomplish together. But here we are.
Here we are.
Thank you.
No, thank you for not hating me.
You are worth more than anything. If my brother thought so, so do I.
A lot to prove.
You have proven everything to yourself. That is what matters here.
Got a lot of wrongs to right. I'm hoping that I have those beside me to do so.
Just like before, I said, you will have me by your side. If you want.
Scarlet. Scarlet will look towards Winnie. And smile, Winnie. Real smile. Look, you taught me how to do this.
It's beautiful.
Winnie, I know you technically weren't under contract with Yola. Certainly don't want to bring contracts back. But I would like to have your assistance on fixing some of Yola's mistakes.
Oh, Scarlet, you always have my help. Whatever you need.
Acacia. You came to us when we thought we had everything figured out. In reality, we needed your help. A whole hell of a ton. I want to help you fix your father. Get your father in the body. We're gonna do that.
I think as she was talking to Proximus, I've been calming down, watching this where the bedrock and the sand is kind of just concaved in a little bit from this thing before I did slowly make my way over to the group. I just kind of like give a short nod at Scarlet. It would be appreciated. It will not be easy, to say the least, or quick, but it is possible.
When have we ever liked easy?
I also want to reach into my saddlebag and grab Jeffrey and just hold him out to Winnie.
Mom.
Winnie's gonna cuddle him like a little stuffed animal. Just sort of. Steve, you're doing double duty today. Just sort of like. Snugs him up close and.
Well,
This
crew,
is nice.
Jeffrey, I think we have a ship to find.
Can you... I sort of feel like if you can call the souls of the damned or whatever, I don't know what the like proper term for them is, but it doesn't seem like a super good time. But if you could call them, like can you, I don't know, sense where it is or something? No?
I do have speak with dead, but
Okay, that's a little...
that's a little
I was
different.
gonna say that's more concerning, but I can, like, bring them back to life, so let's call it square. It's just hypothetical. It's just, like, purely academic. I haven't actually done it. It's just, like, you know, you have a little bit of lightning and a little bit of... You know what? Doesn't matter. Well...
Is Scarlet connected to the Innocents in that way?
What would you like to roll to find out?
Yeah. Yeah, let's... If it's just straight roll, or what am I adding for this?
I'm torn whether I want to call this wisdom or charisma, because charisma is going to be like in your wheelhouse, but this feels more wisdom.
Wisdom's still fine. Straight 15 plus 3, 18.
Scarlet, perhaps even against, your own control, you feel a small grin come across your face. And all of you would watch as just relatively nearby an anchor is dropped. And it just has a little note attached to it. And it has just different signatures from the crew. Sammy wrote on a whole side, "You guys okay? Really missed you. You doing all right? It's been a while. I know, I'm really sorry we left, all that kind of stuff. I just, on and on." Connery just wrote, "Hurry up." Trosha just wrote their name.
All right. All of you up first.
I start the awkward climb up as a centaur.
Winnie will hesitate for just a moment. Is there anything left of the city?
Yeah, I mean, the foundations are mostly still there. Some buildings still stand. Some of the towers, surprisingly, haven't crumbled yet. There's still structures. I mean, there is the majority of a medium-sized city, for sure.
She's just gonna mark this spot for future reference, and then she'll go up the, she'll swim straight up.
And when all of you reach the surface, there's the Innocence. No longer does its hull have the dark, twisted look. No longer, if any of you were to check, would it give off a necrotic or undead aura to it. It is no longer bound. Are all of you going aboard? As you get aboard, you see sailors who, for the first time since you have been aboard the Innocence, are smiling. You see Connery's there, arms crossed. Sammy flaps down from the crow's nest. Trosha is there. Constance is there. Even Honey. Standing at the helm. Yeah, go ahead.
Proximus only looks for Callista.
She's standing at the helm. And she will approach all of you. You all won. I knew you would. I'm not really sure what to say. I knew when I saw the star falling that it had to be all of you. I didn't know if you would make it, and I'm so thankful that you have. We all felt it. We know she's gone. And so I too must go.
I was hoping that was the case.
Captain, you are now free. Free to go and rest, like you said you must, so many years ago, before she came into your life.
And rest I will. Proximus, she will lean and give you a kiss on the cheek. Don't let the shadow consume you. Let it help you. And if you need me, you know where I'll be.
Thank you again, Captain.
And she goes to step beyond one of the sails. And that's the last time you ever see Captain Callisto Everhart. Connery will approach. He moves his arms behind his back as he approaches Scarlet. Well, Captain, what is our heading then?
Connery, bold of you to assume I would be captain. Do I know how to sail? Yes. Do I know how to boss around the crew? Sure. But don't know the seas as well as I ought to. So, Captain, where to?
I am going to have to figure that out.
If I may
Yeah.
interject, I'd like to get back to Soteria.
Right. Soteria. And he starts yelling, all right, you mangy mugs, we're going to Soteria. Get your shit together, spite to the gods.
Before we officially go...
Proximus just walks up and pats him on the back.
Don't touch me.
You got this, Captain.
Scarlet does it too. Scarlet does want to go stand at the helm, though. I think this ship needs a new name. There's no longer the Innocents. But I think we should rename it the Redemption.
Aye, aye.
Let's get the Keisha home. We'll figure out the rest from there.
The sails unfurl. The anchor is raised. And for the first time, the Redemption sets sail. Elsewhere in Damaris. We scan across this oceanic world as we see numerous pirate ships. All of them freed from their bondage, from their packs, set loose in a way. We see krakens, no longer bound by the rules of their god. We see an imperial legate, a man who once commanded a Zaratan fortress, changed by the depths which he was consumed by. We see a society of Tritons who in a moment feel the loss of their god. One of them, a woman, incredibly powerful, wearing the regalia of a commander. Her eyes drop. And she picks up her weapon. And she begins to swim. There is much that still needs done in Damaris. And we will see some of that in season 2. I will say, as the Redemption begins to set sail, as you have defeated a god, slowly you begin to feel the power of the Elder Shard leave your body. It's a gradual thing, not immediate. you realize that the shards are not permanent as you would have thought. They have charges. And you also know that you're not the only ones who are looking for them. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the finale of Season 1 of Horizon's Call. Could not have done this without all of you here. Could not have done this without these very amazing people who I have been joined by every week, who I've been very, very fortunate to have been joined by. There will be a Season 2 of Horizon's Call. Probably won't be until 2022. We'll look out for it. I'm going to have these incredible people tell you a little bit about themselves, projects they're working on, places you can find them. Mare, if you wouldn't mind starting us out.
Hi, I am Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. I don't have a lot of things going on right now. I stream on Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Golden Sunday, where my partner and I play a lovely nostalgia game that brought us together. I'm not currently doing any other streams right now besides every other Tuesday on Graham Cracker's channel for Narian's Rest. But I will be running a game of Invisible Sun on Friends Who Roll Dice this autumn, which is currently in casting. The form will be open until Tuesday, and it will be closing sometime on Tuesday. So if you're still interested in possibly participating, you can sign up. You can find the form on Friends Who Roll Dice or my Twitter.
Thank you, Mare. And just in case you hadn't gotten enough of Horizon's Call, just as Winnie and Scarlet got a bit of a prequel, Acacia's got a bit of a prequel coming up next week. So join us in this same time slot for Foals and Felonies, Acacia's first heist. Two Foals, Two Furious. Nope. Although technically, actually, now that I'm remembering what Panda's going to play. So we will be in the same time slot, and yeah, it'll be a Horizon's Call prequel that will be a little less oceanic, but will tell the story of how Acacia came to be part of the Thieves Guild that she is part of. Thank you, Mayor. Mikyl, Ocean's Falls. That's good, Kona. That's good.
Hi, I'm Mikyl. I'm not crying, you're crying. You can find me at Mikyl Sandoval on Twitter and on Instagram. I did some art for here, and thank you. I love. I feel so inspired by everyone here on this stream that I love doing this art. So, also do some art for the monsters. I can't think of. I just blanked all of a sudden. I wanted to say Monster Crush, but okay, whatever. Right here on this channel on Sundays, and then I also play in Vizen with the wonderful Anik and Eva and Baker and Wild, and we play some great characters on there. So I draw some things, I do some things. I might be around, and is it season 2 yet?
Yes, and a special thank you, of course, to Mikyl for doing the art for this game, for Monster Hearts. Incredibly talented, so we very, very much appreciate that. Also, I apologize, I did not hear you, Mare, so I believe Mary had something else. You're currently muted. Understood that.
There is a little bit of epilogue for Acacia as we head back on the redemption and start beginning to head to Soteria. Even before the Elder Shard has begun to fade away, the entire crew of the group would see Acacia often on the highest part of the deck, staring at the sky, rubbing at her chest where the Elder Shard entered. There is still a look of confusion and also sorrow as it begins to leave, as if even though it's still there and she got what she wanted, there's still something missing.
Wonderful.
Still something she's looking for.
Something a lot of people are looking for now.
Unrelated do the pieces still exist, or did they disappear of the astrolabe?
Of the astrolabe? That is a good question. I haven't thought too much
Get
about
back to
that.
us for season 2 about that.
I am going to give you this as you as players, not as characters, as we do scan across and see these many ships and parts of the Empire, parts that are not. We do see that it is not the only astrolabe that has been constructed since the first star has fallen. Others know it can happen. All right. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mikyl. Kaila.
Hi, I'm Kaila. I am lots of faces in lots of places, but currently a lot of things are on hold for summer break and people having babies and stuff like that. You can find me on my own channel at KMC here on Twitch. I paint things on Thursdays and Saturday mornings. I have recently acquired a new project that will be started soon. You might recognize the character, as it will be our own Scarlet that is being completed with some help from some lovely friends that made this happen. So you'll be able to see what Scarlet would look like in the water via 3D art model. I think that's it. You can follow my Twitter for all updates. It's KMC_. But for now, just painting and hanging out. I'll bop around here and there, wherever I'm needed.
Thank you, Kaila. Last but not least, the person without whom we would not be here. I will this time go after you, darling. So, Eva, if you wouldn't mind.
Hello, it's me, Eva. This is more or less my channel. I have had the great honor of playing Winnie for this season of Horizon's Call. It's hard to believe that was 13 weeks. Give or take a little. As was mentioned, we have plenty of other exciting things coming up. Prequels, and we are still in the middle of, or the beginning, if we ever get anywhere, of Vaesen, which starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Not starts, I think it's episode 8, but airs at Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific, I believe. And Monster Hearts, which was mentioned, is at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. And we've got... I'm so sorry. I'm so covered in cat hair. If I survive, we have other short campaigns. We have, oh my god, we have Mothership, August 21st and 28th, if I'm doing my math correctly. We are finishing up our casting for that. We have our first open casting call, which is very exciting, which closes, I think I said tomorrow. I did say tomorrow,
Yeah, I think you said
because
tomorrow.
I can't math and I thought there were 30 days in July. Yes, thank you all so much for joining us. It's been amazing.
Thank you, Eva. And my name is Derek Sword. If you enjoyed any of what I did and want to see more, the best place is Twitter at dsword16. I am also on Graham Cracker's channel every other Tuesday for Shards of Anarion, so that is the game that alternates the one that Mare is in. I play a Null Ranger named Furban. We're about to fight a wizard. That is coming this Tuesday. I am also on Graham Cracker's channel every Friday. I will not be there for the next 2 weeks, but traditionally every Friday for Goldshine Investigation Agency, where I play a swampy bugbear named Griaz. If you can't tell, I love monsters. Best way to tell is I'm the co-host of Monster Crush. It's a podcast about learning about monsters and being fascinated with monsters and maybe wanting to smooch some monsters because they're like really hot. So if you like learning about monsters, if you like learning about the history of Mothman or the theories behind the Loch Ness Monster, and also whether either of them would be eligible partners in a romantic relationship, check out Monster Crush, wherever podcasts are found. And yes, next weekend, same time slot as Horizons Cup, we will be doing an Acacia prequel, Fools and Felonies. It has many, many names, but I'm sticking with Fools and Felonies right now. It is a heist game. It is Acacia's first heist. And then in the near future, I also do have something planned for, not a date, but at least an idea planned for Proximus prequel. So we might even put out a casting call for that. We'll see. But if that's something you'd have interest in, playing a Triton or some other oceanic denizen, we can see if we can do something with that. As always, thank each and every one of you. I could not have made this story without you. You are all incredible people. You tell incredible stories. You made unbelievable characters, and you brought them to life in a very short period of time. There is no way I ever want to stop this, and it makes me sad that I might someday have to. But until then, I will continue telling stories with each and every one of you. I will continue to love your characters more than anything else, and I will continue to root them on as I actively try to murder them. Thank you all in the audience, in the chat, for being active. We appreciate you all coming back. If you missed any of the episodes, they're of course available as VODs, and we'll also make them into YouTube videos. Definitely check out the other stuff that is on this channel, like Monster Hearts, like Veesen, like the Mothership game that is coming up. It's all incredible. It's all incredible people. And with all of that said, for the last time for Season 1, fair winds and following sails, brave mariners. We'll see you soon.